Good morning. It's now time for our cooking segment. We're live at Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One, and this morning we have nutritionist Carrie Snyder here this morning, and she's going to teach us how to make veggie frittata. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. So first of all, before we talk about the ingredients and the dish itself, can you explain to our viewers, if they're not familiar, what a veggie frittata is?
Pretty much it is, if anyone's ever had a quiche, I describe it very similar to a quiche, but not having the crust.
Okay, I see.
So you can really do meats, cheeses, vegetables, and then you put the eggs on top. You can either bake it up, or we'll be showing how to just finish it off in the pan today.
Okay, perfect. I had to Google it when you told me what we were making, and the pictures looked like a quiche, so then I was like, well, what's the difference? So now we know. All right, so let's go ahead and start.
All right, so what we're gonna start with is getting our oil hot. I have coconut oil here today, but you can use, any preferred oil, and we have a couple tablespoons here.
Quick question on the coconut oil. Is it going to have a coconut taste to it?
No.
No, okay. Because I know that a lot of people like to cook with it because it's a healthier version, and so I was just always cautious that it was going to taste like coconut. Okay.
No, with the amount of spices and different things that we're using in it. Like if I know some friends that'll put a little bit of coconut oil like in their coffee. Yeah, then you're gonna taste it a little bit.
Okay.
So, and then what vegetables that we have here we have one bell pepper diced up. We also have one medium-sized red onion diced up, one zucchini that we quartered and then sliced up, and then about 3 handfuls of spinach here. Okay. So we're just gonna let this get hot. Let me spread this around, and then we're just gonna cook up our vegetables first.
Okay. And with this, I know that we did mention all of this, but if somebody doesn't like, zucchini or something like that, they can go ahead and switch it over to carrots or anything like that. You can just add whatever.
There's 2 items that I'll make a lot at home to use up vegetables. One is stir fry, the other one is this recipe for breakfast. So I've made this with sweet potatoes, I've made it with mushrooms, I've made it with kale. Any type of vegetable that you prefer, you can do this with. Right, okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll get these thrown in here. They're just going to start cooking up.
Okay.
I'm actually going to turn that up just a little bit.
All right. Now, do you want Samantha doing anything? I know that you have a bowl of eggs over there. We'll wait for that.
We'll wait for this. Okay. We'll get this all going.
She'll get
first.
to beat the eggs.
Yes, you will be my egg beater today.
Yes.
I always have a job for you. And we'll wait to put in the spinach.
Okay.
Because we're going to let this start cooking.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put you in charge of making sure this doesn't burn. So just toss it.
I'm really good at stirring.
I am.
So all you need to do is just let this set for a little bit.
Okay.
But then
just
give it a toss.
Okay.
We're gonna move over
Okay.
here.
Yep. We are going to move over here. Just going to move that slightly. Okay. So what we have here is 10 eggs. Okay. And this recipe makes for 6 individuals. So you're not even getting 2 eggs with this recipe, but then you're also getting lots of vegetables. So what we're gonna add is, I'll let you add these spices here. We have a teaspoon of salt, and then we actually have 3/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. And then I like using white pepper because I love the flavor of it, but if my children see a fleck of pepper, they won't eat it. So 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then also a teaspoon oregano. Okay. So I'll go ahead and let you just throw those in there.
Do you want all of them in at the same time?
Yep, just go ahead and throw them all in, and then we'll whisk it up together really well.
Perfect.
And then what we also have there is a 1/2 cup of milk. And I'll go ahead and have you add that also.
This before we...
Yep, and then you're just going to whisk it together really well.
I don't know.
Put your muscles to the test.
Yeah, I don't know what my whisking skills are like. How do you just do it like that, right?
Yeah, but you want to mix it like real good.
So
keep going.
You mean to start like I do with my kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show me how it's done.
There you go. All you're going to do...
Oh, heavy duty. Okay.
Okay. And what's nice, I like to keep whisking for quite a while just to aerate it a little bit.
This smells delicious, by
Keep
the way.
mixing.
Okay.
All right. So then once she's done mixing with that's when we're going to pour it in here?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to let this cook just a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're gonna add our spinach, because that spinach will wilt down real fast.
Okay.
So you don't have to add it when you're doing your other vegetables.
Okay. So we have about a minute before we
Okay.
get a toss to break. So.
Okay, so let's add this.
Okay.
And this will wilt down.
Do you want me to go ahead and mix it with all the?
Yep, go ahead and mix it with it.
Okay.
And then once this is all wilted, we just add the eggs on top.
Okay.
And then you're gonna turn it down to low
Okay.
and let it cook for about 8 to 10 minutes until
Okay.
it's done. You don't, and this isn't something you scramble.
Right.
You just let it sit there.
Okay.
Okay. Here, I'll
Do you
help
want
you.
to go ahead and do that really quickly? And then after that, are we done once we let it sit for 8 to 10 minutes?
And then you're done.
That's it?
That's it.
That was really easy.
Wow.
That is it. Okay.
So I'll let you continue stirring that, and then we'll go ahead and pour the egg when it's ready. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and toss it for our CBS promo, and then when we come back, we'll show off the finished product.
Yes.
Sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay. In the meantime. And if you're just joining us, we're live from Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One, and we just learned how to make veggie frittata. We have Carrie Snyder, who is a nutritionist here in Kirksville, and she showed us how to make this delicious and healthy and really easy recipe. So
Yes.
really quickly, go ahead and recap our ingredients and the process to get this to where it is today.
Well, it's really any vegetables that you want to have, but I did one bell pepper chopped, one onion chopped, about 3 handfuls of spinach, and 1 zucchini diced up. And then you're just going to cook that all down with your choice of oil, about 2 tablespoons, just to make sure that you don't end up burning your eggs. And the method we were using, we had about 10 eggs. We whipped them up with our different spices, and again, you can change up those spices too. But then what we were showing you is how you can do it on the stove top, and you just let it cook on low for 8 to 10 minutes once you throw those eggs in there.
Don't scramble it.
Nope, you just let it sit. And another method that I will do is just low heat for about 5 minutes and then throw it in the broiler for about 3 minutes is another option.
And then also we were talking about this earlier that a veggie frittata or a frittata looks similar to a quiche, but the only difference you were saying is that it doesn't have a crust like
Yeah.
a traditional quiche does.
Yes,
So.
that's really the big difference.
And so you can pretty much have it for morning or dinner, because you also said that you can also add meat in here if you'd like to as well.
I mean, we've made it where we've sprinkled a little bit of cheese on top. You can add ham, turkey, I mean, anything that you would like to do.
And you topped it off with some avocado,
Some avocado.
which I hear is good for you, right?
Yes, but if you really don't, you can move it, but you
Okay.
should try it.
This is really good.
So
I really like
goodness.
mushrooms in this one.
mushrooms is good in
That
it.
would sound good.
Ooh. This
So
is
like a
perfect.
mushroom spinach quiche, you could do that.
And then I love the little glasses of milk you gave us too. I really
Yes.
appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, so thank you so much for joining us. What we'll do is we'll post this on our website at heartlandconnection.com. Just click on the Good Morning Heartland tab at the top of your homepage. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm Ella Soroka.
And I'm Samantha Croy.
And this is Carrie. We hope you have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you right back here Monday morning at 5:30 a.m. I like this way better.